here's what we're doing today. Today, I have essentially the whole day sort of free, and a lot of you guys that are watching my videos have not been to Woodward, any of the Woodwards, especially the biggest one, which is here in Pennsylvania. So I figured, why not give you guys a full tour of the entire camp? So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. And today we're starting at the top of the hill, so I don't have to climb throughout the entire day. And the top of the hill is Launchpad. Launchpad is one of the parks that has definitely seen better days in the past. If you were to ask me, I would say that Woodward's probably looking at taking this park out. They've already taken a lot of the ramps and put them in other parts of camp. And I know that a lot of the ramps here have been here for a very, very long time. Launchpad is one of the spots that's more directed towards beginners and people that kind of like to do manuals and things like that. There is a couple of larger spots in this section of camp. They have a few stair sets, some handrails. They also have a mini ramp here with a spine in the center, as well as a very nice half pipe that I've actually ridden a lot in the past, and I enjoy it very, very much. They also have a couple of really weird obstacles here at the park that are like sort of like berms and things like that. They also have very odd and unordinary manual pads. Also back over in this section over here, they have the parkour course. So if you're thinking about coming over to Woodward to do that kind of stuff, that's all you over there. But I want to set the camera up really quick and get a few clips for you guys. Glasses kind of scared me. Spot number 2 is one of my favorites out here at camp, and it is Cloud 9. The reason this is one of my favorites is because this is where the vert ramp is. This specific vert ramp is one that's a little bit more special to me than all the other ones that I ride, because this is the one where I actually learned and found my love for vert riding. Cloud 9 has all kinds of cool stuff to offer, like a quarter pipe to resi landing, spine to resi landing, the biggest foam pit here at Woodward East, obviously the vert ramp, and an incredible mini ramp. Cloud 9 is more meant for a rider that's an amateur level as opposed to being a beginner level. Reason being, the ramps in here are a little bit taller than the ones in some of the other skate parks, but it's still a great time if some of the beginners want to come in here and cruise around anyway. Next park on the list is The Rock. The Rock is a massive concrete park over here at Woodward. I want to say it's the oldest concrete park here. Don't quote me on that, but it seems like it because it's got a lot more wear and tear on it, but I like that look a lot, and this park is amazing. All the coping here slides perfectly, all the transitions are amazing, and there's so many different lines that you can take, and as you guys can see, lots of people enjoy this park, so I'm trying to get in there and do the same. We are currently on my absolute favorite ramp here at Woodward. I think this is actually my favorite ramp of any Woodward, and it is the mini mega ramp. This ramp is definitely a massive attraction here at camp. Everybody that sees this for the very first time instantly comes up here to check it out. There are 3 separate gaps on this ramp. There is the number 1, which is 22 feet long, number 2, which is 25 feet long, and number 3, which is 30 feet long. The mega ramp is a lot bigger than this actual ramp right here, but this one is like a starter for the kids that want to eventually get to that point. I've seen kids from the ages of about 5 years old up until my age and definitely older than me ride this ramp and absolutely kill it. The quarter pipe is an 18-foot quarter pipe compared to the normal 27.5-foot quarter pipe over at Woodward West, which was actually recently torn down. So from the best of my knowledge, this is the biggest ramp at any Woodward at this point, which is actually really cool. Now I might be wrong, but off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that's right. There are 4 more outdoor parks here at camp, and I'm gonna try to get to them before that sun goes down because not all of them have lights, but the first one is the Target Plaza. Now, I don't usually ride at this park because I'm not much of a street rider myself. I like transitions a lot more, but When you come here, usually a lot of the very, very skilled street riders are hanging out here. Next park on the list is Outdoor Street. Now, it is a little bit dark and I apologize for that. I thought I had a lot more time to do this, but apparently I don't. Definitely one of the favorites here at Woodward because of the amount of different obstacles you can hit here. For example, you have the mini ramp over there, about a 6-foot tall mini with a massive spine in the middle. You have the vert wall that's right next to me, and the very, very popular step up, which you can see right up over there, which is essentially like a Euro, but it is still a ton of fun. Another very popular obstacle here is this step up right here. It is a quarter to quarter, about a 4-foot step up right here with no rolling, so a lot of the younger guys don't usually hit this one, but a lot of the pros like myself absolutely love this thing. Now, before we run out of daylight, I want to get one run on the snake run because I actually have not ridden the snake run since I've been here at camp. So let's cruise that way and check that thing out. I'm over here looking at this beautiful snake run right now, and I'm thinking that I might just come back here tomorrow so you guys can actually see the entire snake run clearly. Therefore, transfer to daytime. Okay, it is now a beautiful afternoon out here at Woodward in Pennsylvania, and I am so ready to ride this snake run for the first time this summer. All right, so let's start it off by just cruising up to the top on this side and up and over. Now cruising around this little berm, and I'm gonna take the long route and hit this little gap right here. Now when you're hitting the snake run, you do have this blocked off right here, so I'm gonna take the grass route. I'm not the first person to do this, just for the record. Up and over the hip, cruising down all kinds of sick like little humps and things like that. A big quarter pipe over here on this side that you can cruise over, straight into a couple more. A little box thing right here, up and over. Now I don't usually do like big tricks on this. I usually do like small things like little bar spins, tail turns down, things like that. Up and over this little tombstone thing. Berm 1, berm 2, berm 3, and last but not least, berm number 4. And you're out on the bottom of the hill. I totally forgot to tell you guys about B3. B3 is another outdoor park here. This is again another park that I don't usually go to because it's a lot of street oriented stuff, and again, I don't really ride street stuff. I like transitions, but I can get a couple quick clips for you guys here. All right, let's hit a quick front board on this rail, shall we? Right up leading into the back lip. Now I'm gonna precision ride on this long curb. And I'm gonna try to bar, land back on, and whip off. B3 is a very popular park here at Woodward. Now, again, not one that I usually go to, but I see a lot of people riding. But we need to cruise over and show you guys a few of the other parks they have to offer. All right, next up we have Lot 8 Skate Park, from what I personally think is the best skate park and the most popular skate park here at camp. Lot 8 has a little bit to offer to everybody, even if you're like a beginner scooter rider or a beginner skater, bike, whatever, all the way up to the pro level. I have a ton of fun inside of here, and I know a lot of the younger guys come in here just to roll around on some of the banks and as well as jump into the foam pit as well as the resi. This one we will definitely be getting clips in, so I won't keep you waiting for too much longer. Next spot on the list is Playground. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Every single time I've come in here, pretty much everybody's just riding this incredible mini ramp. Definitely the best mini ramp over here at camp. Most populated for sure. You get a couple little weird things like this rail over this gap right here, which is really, really cool. Couple extensions. This one's like a big bank. A lot of fun, and some crazy tricks have gone down on this ramp. This spot is absolutely mental. This is the newest skate park edition here at Woodward East. If I'm not mistaken, the same skate park that was here before was called the Cage, and it was an entire wooden park. It was also a really cool park. I never got the chance to ride it because every time I came here, I was always stuck inside Lot 8 or Cloud 9 on the vert ramp or on the Mini Mega. But to be 100% honest, definitely an upgrade. I don't see all that many scooter riders riding in here. I see a lot of BMXers really taking it down in here, some skaters as well. This hip right here is a massive quarter to bank hip that a lot of these guys like to ride. I've seen people blast this thing unrealistically high. This weird obstacles thing right here is one of the scariest obstacles I've ever seen in a skate park. You also have a couple smaller things for the kiddos that want to cruise over here and hang out with their big friends over here. There are a couple coping to coping spines in this park. You can see the one right over there as well as the one on this side. You also have this little curve that you can go over on this spine. You've also got a sub box over here. A lot of different things to do in here. Again, another skate park with hundreds of lines that you could take, and I've seen so many people take so many different lines and make it their own. One thing that Woodward does not have a lot of at camp is pool coping, and I know there's a lot of diehard skaters that really like to ride pool coping, and there's a couple scooter riders but not nearly as many. So if you are a skateboarder and you want to ride some of that stuff is going to be found right over here in the deep end of the bowl here at the cage. We have 2 more skate parks to visit, but I'm going to join these 2 because to me they seem like they're very much alike. Okay, the last 2 skate parks that I'm going to show you guys are Egypt as well as the school. Now, the reason that I said that I believe that they belong in the same category is because they are more for the beginner style rider that wants to come out to Woodward and have a good time. Egypt got its name by having a bunch of different pyramids, just like all of these ones that you see in the park right now. These are a couple of these smaller skate parks here at camp, so if you're looking to just kind of jib around, warm your legs up, things like that, these are both very good skate parks to go to. Now, the school is more of a training ground, more of something that you would go to actually learn, hence the name, the school. There are a lot of smaller quarter pipes to drop into, a lot of banks that get steeper and bigger so that you can learn step by step how to drop into a normal quarter pipe. Although that does not stop the more experienced riders like myself from going over there and having a good time as well. Lots of different gaps, big rails that you can do and things like that are located both in the school as well as here in Egypt. One trick that I did last year that I would like to try to get again is front scooter flipping from this bank all the way up to this one, which they're referring to as the waterfall. So let's see if we can get that first try. I'm really hoping that we can because I'm tired. Definitely not a small gap. I'm hyped enough on that one for sure. That's a tough one. It's long and it's not that tall, so stoked I got it. So I'm signing out for the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this entire tour of Camp Woodward, and until next time, I'm out. Later.